Hey everyone, it's me, and today I am a little bit under the weather. I got to this reaction later than I normally do, but with some Dayquil and lots of rest, I'm finally getting to this episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier titled The World is Watching. I'm so excited just alone on that title, but yeah. Please be patient with me because I don't feel great.
I'm gonna watch with you just like I always do. With all the magic here, we're keeping busy. This show will bring you joy, cause I'm a massive fanboy. There's just so much to see when Mr. does Disney.
You sure about this?
I won't let you hurt anyone. Rasviet. Pitch. You are free.
I don't know why I'm getting emotional to that. Probably because it would be horrible to be a slave to someone's words like that.
How could you free him?
We need his help. I'm grateful for everything you and Sherry
Zemo
have done.
murdered our King T'Chaka at the UN. The man who chose us, who chose me to protect him.
Understand?
Very little, if anything, of our loss and our shame.
Ikona into ekufune ke fizikila ngaye.
8 hours, White Wolf, and we come for him.
Karli bombed a GRC supply depot.
What? What's the damage?
11 injured, 3 dead. They have a list of demands and are promising more attacks if those demands aren't met in full.
She's getting worse. You heard of Donya Madani?
No. Sir, no.
Yeah, they're all scattering, obviously.
Hey, Donya Madani? Do you know a woman by the name of Donya Madani? She was a refugee here.
We're not refugees, for we have nothing to seek refuge from.
I'm not from here, but I have a pretty good track record of helping out.
I know what happens when people say they're going to help out. Nothing. The Global Repatriation Council promised to send more teachers, supplies. That was 6 months ago.
Well, what's your name? Maybe I can make a call.
I know who you are, but I can't trust you. I'm sorry.
That was pretty cool. We got a flashback to when, you know, the White Wolf, that is Bucky, was kind of trained to break what turns him into the evil, the Winter Soldier. And I don't blame the Wakandans for being angry at him, because it's about the greatest insult you can do. Like, hey, we helped you out, and your response is letting loose the man who murdered our king. It's fair. I personally think after all of this, maybe Zemo should be brought into custody for the Wakandans. To me, they get cheated a lot, and they deserve a little more of justice than anyone at this point. I have to say that the Flag Stompers, obviously, like I said, I don't know if you saw my fan theory with my friend Stefan the other day, but yeah, I don't think that they're ultimately the villain. And I think all this talk about how, you know, Karli is just a kid, I think further emphasizes that some tragedy might happen with the Flag Stompers, but ultimately they're not the main antagonist of this series, I think. But we don't know who the official antagonists are. Zemo could turn, sure. It's unlikely. It's possible, but it's unlikely. I still think it's going to be our new Cap. I think it just makes sense. We started off this series with Cap at the end. To me, narratively speaking, that means he's going to be the villain. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll continue on. I'm ready for more, so let's do it.
Baba Black Sheep,
Have you any
wool?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
3 bags full.
That's not at all creepy.
One for my master, one for the dame. One for the little girl who lives down the lane.
Are they just gonna fall through the holes?
Turkish delight. My old friend Donya passed away. Did you know her?
Yes.
I would like to pay my last respects. Do you know where her funeral will be?
No one's talking about Danya.
That's because Karli is the only one fighting for it.
Zemo is
She's not wrong.
definitely not on their side. I mean, I think that's now proven here.
For 5 years, people have been welcomed into countries that have kept them out using barbed wire. There were houses and jobs. Folks were happy to have people around to help them rebuild. It wasn't just one community coming together, it was the entire world coming together. And then boom, just like that, it goes right back to the way it used. To them, at least Karli's doing something.
You really think her ends justify her means? Then she's no different than him or anybody else we fought.
She's different. She's not motivated by the same things.
The funeral is this afternoon.
Oh. Okay.
You want to see what someone can do with leverage?
Take it easy. He's just going to extort you and do that stupid head tilt thing.
That's
Let
a
me
fun
make a
line.
call.
A stupid head tilt.
Do you think I'm making a mistake? Making more of us?
My grandfather, Lucas, he was a World War II resistance
You're making
fighter.
more?
He always used to tell me, if you're doing
Seriously?
something and it makes you scared, it's probably because it's the right thing. And he fought Nazis, so.
Seems like good advice.
You can start by telling us why you broke him out of prison.
He did that himself, technically.
Oh, this better be an unbelievable explanation.
Take it easy before it gets weird.
I know where Karli is.
I love Sam. Take it easy before
where?
it gets weird.
All we know is it's a memorial, so we're going to intercept her there.
That means civilians. High risk of casualties.
You're gonna let your partner walk into a room with a super soldier alone.
He's dealt with worse, and he's not my partner.
I used to counsel soldiers dealing with trauma, okay? This is right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I know, and I know those soldiers, which is why I know this is a bad idea.
Wait, John. If you can talk her down, might be worth a try.
Oh yeah, he's totally dead. I think my theory is right.
Karli's in there.
Hey, you got 10 minutes,
Really?
and we're doing things my way.
She taught me that we have to do for each other. Because they won't. We know who they are. They imposed struggle and hardship on us, then labeled us as criminals for pushing back. But the struggle is what brings us all together. People who have nothing in common. For we are, after all, simply one world and one people. So live accordingly.
I like that she looks up at him. Yeah, she's not a bad guy. I mean, she did kill those people, and that's not okay what she did, but deep down, she's not a bad guy.
I came alone. I just want to talk.
Bold of you.
Sorry for your loss.
Don't condescend to me, I'm not a child.
I'm not condescending. I know what it feels like to lose someone, believe me.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Not like this.
It doesn't have to be a war, Karli.
They started a war as soon as they kicked us out of our new homes and onto the street. People all around the world need me, millions of them.
I can't speak for millions, but I understand you. I understand your helplessness.
I don't want this to get mucked up, because this feels like this might actually be a good route to go.
So you want me to stop because people are getting hurt, right? But Sam, what if I'm making the world a better place?
It's not a better place if you're killing people. It's just different.
You're either brilliant or just hopelessly optimistic.
John, don't you dare muck this up.
Going in.
No, you're not. Really, John? You're gonna be like this?
This is all really easy for you, isn't it? Barnes, your partner needs backup in there.
No, he doesn't. You need to stop.
Are you going to increase your army? You're killing innocent people.
They're not innocent. They're roadblocks in my journey and I'd kill them again if I had to.
Wow.
No. I didn't mean it like that. You tricked me into sounding like...
Like what?
The people I'm fighting are trying to take your home, Sam. Why are you here?
Sam is so good at this. Because he's
And my sister's waiting for that exact same answer.
done this so long.
I'm not your enemy. I agree with your fight. I just can't give it the way you're fighting it. And I'm sure she wouldn't either.
Karli Morgenthau, you're under arrest.
Come on.
So this is what that was?
No, Karli,
Tricking
wait.
me until your backup arrived.
No, I think we had enough time to talk.
Thank you so much, you idiot. God, this new Cap is a piece of work, isn't he? Thanks so much, new Cap.
I lost her.
New Cap. Seriously, you couldn't even give him 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Was it really that hard? Obviously, this new Cap is reckless and stubborn, and he's being stupid and narrow-minded, and he only sees things in black and white. You know, he was right when he said he's not trying to replace Steve Rogers. He'll never replace Steve Rogers. I like the actor, don't get me wrong. I don't think he deserves death threats and all this hatred that he's getting from the internet, but I do think the character is a real piece of work. I'm really bummed out because it really seems like Sam was getting through to Karli, and it made perfect sense, and it was so great how decent it was. Yeah, Karli's not the villain. She may have done some wrongdoing, for sure. She has definitely killed people. Not okay. But she's not ultimately the villain. Does she deserve to be locked up? Probably. Is she doing something on some level noble? Yes. Sam is 100% right with what he said about, you know, how she's not making the world a better place. She's just making it different. It comes out of a noble instinct, and like, you know, the seed of good is there, but not when she's killing people. Her logic is still warped. It's still like she is kind of still a villain in a sense, but she's not really a villain in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. I'm super bummed that Cap had to go and ruin everything, and it's so annoying because he's not even going to see how he's ruined everything. Anyway, let's keep going. Here we go. Kind of looks like Iron Man 3, the one place for, what's his name? Zemo, piece of crap.
Is this what I think it is?
He's gonna stomp all of it. Oh, he's gonna take it like I mentioned. Is there gonna be one left over? Yep. And he's gonna take it for himself like an idiot. I called this. Yeah, he's holding on to it. What a prick.
What'd we miss?
It's the power broker. You play revolutionary on borrowed time, little girl. I want the serum back, or I will find you, and I will end you.
You cannot fight 2 wars and win.
I'll deal with the power broker when the time comes.
How do you propose we do that?
We separate them, and then we kill Captain America.
Honestly, at this point, it's probably not the worst idea. I'm like not totally against these guys. Is that messed up? I don't like the killing part, but you know.
And we cannot allow that she and her acolytes become yet another affection of gods amongst real people. Super soldiers cannot be allowed.
We get it, Zemo. That's your whole shtick. You hate super soldiers.
Isn't that how gods talk?
Yeah. Sam is so good.
And if that's how you feel, what about Bucky? Blood isn't always the solution. Can't argue with that.
Shouldn't have given him the shield.
I didn't give him the shield.
Well, Steve definitely didn't.
Great.
All right, that's it. Let's go. I'm now ordering you to turn him over.
Hey, slow your roll. Man, let's be clear. Shield or no shield, the only thing you're running
And you
in here is
wrecked
your mouth.
that mission
Now, I had
before.
Karli and you overstepped. He's actually proven himself useful today. And we're going to need all hands on deck for whatever's coming next.
How do you want the rest of this conversation to go, Sam? Huh? Yeah. Should I put down the shield? Make it fair?
Ooh. Ooh, this thing's got real interesting.
Captain America.
No, you're not.
Well, let's put down the pointy sticks
and we can talk this through, huh?
Hey, John, take it easy. You might want to fight Bucky before you tangle with the Dora Milaje.
The Dora Milaje don't have jurisdiction here.
The Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves to be.
Yeah, I love how he thinks that everything just follows.
I think
some
we got off
rule
on the
book.
wrong foot.
Yeah, what are you going to use? An adamant.
Looking strong, John.
I said adamant, I meant vibranium.
Bucky?
Kyle. Alright, let's talk about this.
Zima's like, I'll be exiting now. Oh, he locked the door. Oh, they can do that.
Damn you, James. He is gone. Leave it.
Can you get that back on?
Did you know they could do that?
Oh, that's good.
No. You're right, man.
Oh, John.
They weren't even super soldiers.
You already have 3 medals of honor. You consistently make the right decisions in the heat of battle.
Do you? Because he's made a lot of horrible ones.
3 badges of excellence to make sure I never forget the worst day of my life. We both know that the things that we had to do in Afghanistan to be awarded those medals felt a long way from being right. Being cap's the first time I've had the chance to do something that actually feels right.
Well, why don't you think with your brain then?
Imagine how many lives could have saved.
Try to make right choices.
I know.
Yeah, who's this?
We're gonna do
My
this.
name is Karli Morgenthau.
I've seen you on the news. You're the leader of the Black Smashers. Those terrorists, right?
Revolutionaries, depending on whose side you're on.
Is there a reason you're calling me?
I'm trying to figure out if I need to kill your brother. I thought I could trust him. I like you, Sarah. You remind me of me.
Karli, if you believe one thing, believe this. My brother is not working for that man.
I hope you're right. I need to meet with Sam, alone. Can always meet with you and AJ and Lil Cass there. Maybe out back.
I've already said it, and I'm going to say it again. John Walker is going to ultimately be the big baddie at the end of this. I just have no doubt about it, and maybe I'm spoiling things by saying so. I fully believe that our new Cap is going to be who becomes the villain by the end. Is he the villain now? No, he's a barrier. Are the Flag Smashers the villain now? Sort of, but they're not ultimately the villain because they come from a noble place. I knew the minute that they started giving, empathetic scenes to Karli that they weren't really the bad guys. They tried to trick us by making us believe that they are when she kills that entire building of people who, some of which are innocent, which that was still messed up, not okay. But I don't believe she's the villain, even with this little threat. And I knew she was going to call Sarah, and she did. But it's just her tactic.
You call my sister? That's how we're gonna play this?
Sam, I would never hurt her. I just wanted to understand you better. I was going to ask you to join me. Or do the world a favor and let me go.
Hello, John Walker.
Hey, Sam. New Cap is moving. Looks like he's found them. Or maybe they found him.
It's Walker.
Should put that mask on quickly.
I'll send you the location. Go.
It's not the right thing in the long run because he's ultimately, like I said, going to be probably the villain of this series. But oh no, Battlestar's dead already. I called it that soon. He's not dead. He's at least been taken out. He's dead.
Time up.
Right, they haven't killed him, but that could have killed him. Ooh. Not being a super soldier, you definitely can kick well.
Oh shit.
He took it already. He took it already.
They've got Lamar.
He already took it? I can't believe it.
Stay there.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna say a line.
What's with all the knives?
Falcon's gotta improvise.
You're welcome.
Yeah, to really throw him so. Ooh, I think he's dead. Yep. I called it, didn't I? No, man, he's dead. Battlestar is dead, and this is what is gonna make him go nuts. I called all this. I didn't think it would happen here. I thought it would happen like in 2 episodes. But yeah. Yep. He's going to kill this man. He is absolutely going to kill this man.
Where is she?
It wasn't me!
And the whole world is watching. New Cap is not so heroic now, is he? Oh, that's gotta be devastating. Yep. Well, I was absolutely right, wasn't I? It would make sense if this was the second last episode, but I believe there's supposed to be 2 more after this, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am. If this is the second last, then it's right in line probably where it needs to be. We'll see. I'm guessing the next episode, if there are 6, then that means that likely John is going to take on that role of not a nice guy. I think the super serum's going to affect his brain. I think he's going to be willing to try and kill Sam and Bucky. I think it's entirely possible because he's going to see him as a threat. I knew that Battlestar was dead pretty early on, even though in the comics I don't think this is a story point that happens. Maybe I'm wrong. You can correct me again. Not a cap guy. I don't know much about that, but took place. I also said that Karli wasn't really the villain, and she's not. We still haven't gotten the identity of the power broker, so I guess in that regard it does make sense that there's 2 more episodes left because we still have that to contend with. I think the power broker is more of an antagonistic force potentially, but I still think it's John Walker in the end who's going to be our villain of this series. It just makes sense. And on my other theory, if I hadn't mentioned it before, I think it's entirely possible we're going to get a Steve Rogers cameo. Old man Steve Rogers might have to show up. Maybe he even somewhat fights back as an old man, because he's still a super soldier. So maybe he's got a little bit in him. Be cool to see another fight out of Steve, even if it is old man Steve. But it's entirely possible. You never know. I do think that Sarah is in potential danger now, which is unfortunate because it's all due to the Flag Smashers. It's not due to anyone else. I do think that Sam's family are in danger. All right, guys. Well, until next time when this dude does it again. Hey guys, it's Kyle from Fan Theory Network. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, or click that bell to stay notified. You can also watch more right there. Do you ever feel like we cut out moments you wish we hadn't? Well, we have full-length reactions that you get a week early over at our Patreon by clicking that little P button right there. We also have exclusive content you won't even find here. Seriously, what are you waiting for? Duh.